So let's just do a little practice together. You could close your eyes if you'd like and allow your awareness to come into your body, sensing the life and the intelligence here. Aware of your body as it rests in the chair, your hands as they rest gently in your lap, your feet rooted in the earth, just resting with your nervous system, open, attuned, embodied presence. And gathering all the parts of yourself and the pieces of soul who may have become scattered over the last few days or weeks. And just allowing yourself to really be here in this space with your heart, with your breath, with your presence, safe and held and contained within the benevolent field. And taking a few slow, deep breaths. As you allow your awareness to come down into your belly. And if you'd like, you could experiment with allowing your exhale to be a bit longer than your inhale as a way to increase that vagal tone. And your belly rising and falling with each breath. Inhale, receiving and gathering life energy. Exhale, letting go. Receiving, letting go. Gather, receive, and let go. You could lay one or both of your hands on your belly as a gesture of connection and compassion. Just listening to the intelligence here, to the wisdom within the core of being. And taking a moment to soften your belly, which we so often unconsciously hold in, as a way to protect ourselves and our fragility, our sacred core, our embodied vulnerability. And there are likely some very good reasons for doing this, and those can be honored and respected. But here for now, for just a few moments, only as an experiment, just letting go of any way you've been holding on over these last days and weeks. Relaxing into letting go, exhaling, safe, soft belly. A few moments of not having to hold it all together. You can be who and what you are here, and can experiment with letting go of a bit of that protective armor that we all place around ourselves from time to time. If it feels safe enough, here with all of us, with a lamp shining nearby to hold and to guide you. And shifting your awareness now to your left hand. Noticing any sensations here, an aliveness or tingling as the warmth of presence fills your palm, the top of your hand, your fingers, fingers, through wrist, just opening to the flow of life energy, as if your hand were being filled with a warm, yellow, golden light, the light of conscious awareness. And now shifting over to your right hand, filled with that same yellow, golden light, your palm, the top of your hand, fingers, your wrist. Noticing any sensations in your hand, energy flow, and at those touch places where your hand makes contact with your leg. And now holding both of your hands in awareness simultaneously, opening into a felt sense of wholeness as left and right come together, solar and lunar, opposites joining together in union, grounded, open, receptive. Your nervous system, soul, spirit, body, breath, all linked together in a flow of integration. You could allow your awareness to continue now its descent downward, coming to rest in your left foot, and the top of your foot, the heel, the ankle, the bottom, your toes. Just attuning to the aliveness of the inner body. Sensing your left foot as if from the inside, as it's being filled with that same warm, yellow golden light of consciousness. And over to your right foot, the top, the heel, the ankle, the bottom, your toes, infused with the warmth of embodied presence, attuned and online, noticing any sensations in your foot, as well as at those touch places where it makes contact with the floor. And now holding both feet in your awareness simultaneously, opening into the felt sense of integration, of unity, as left and right come together. A moment that is whole, that isn't missing anything. As if there were no such thing as an incomplete moment. And you could press your feet down into the floor as a way to deepen your experience of ground, of embodied attunement, anchored into the earth and into the felt sense of being held, contained within the benevolent mystery of being and belonging. Sinking into the earth, into the mud, into the womb. It's like a dropping in sensation, deeper into that field of holding and warmth. Fully here at home, in between the sky above and the earth below, as an open, sensitive human being, exactly as you are. And this is a place of embodied resourcing, a grounded inner soul space that you can come back to at any moment during today's session or later in the day. In any moment when you feel off center or anytime you remember, actually, when you feel called to explore the alchemy of inner nature. And from this place of embodied presence, call to mind some part of your life that you'd like to bring some extra compassionate awareness to. Some challenge in one of your relationships or in your work. Some difficult emotional experience you've been having. Something going on with your physical health or anything really that's been generating worry or stress, or just that you'd like to work on, to illuminate with insight, with understanding, with presence. Something you'd like to turn the light toward, turning the light of conscious awareness. Please don't choose anything that's too intense or overwhelming, but something that does have some quality of activation to it, that you can connect with at a feeling level as best you can, that evokes some emotion within you. I mean, it's possible that the feelings or the emotions are alive for you right now in your body. But it's also possible and fine to use your memory and your imagination to find your way into the situation. I'll just give you a moment to choose something or to allow it to bubble up from the unconscious. And as you make contact with this aspect of your experience, gently scan through your body. How does this situation feel? Is there any specific location where the situation seems to be dwelling, to be living? Or any part of your body that stands out or calls out to you? You might check in with your belly or your heart or your throat. How's your posture, your breathing, your energy? And just see what it would be like to turn toward this situation or toward yourself in relationship to it, in the spirit of curiosity, of friendship, and a desire to know what's most true about yourself and about this experience. It could be some depression or sadness, doubt or fear, a sense of meaninglessness, some guilt or shame, a feeling of being hurt or misunderstood or not seen, or maybe some way that you've disappointed someone or been disappointed by them, or just some way you're not feeling connected to your own soul, to others, to life. And this turning toward is a turning of the heart, a simple acknowledgement and recognition of what is. This is the reality of my experience at this time in my life. And I want to really know that, to make contact with that, to not turn from myself, to be a true friend, and to really take care of myself in a new way. To not abandon myself, but to meet myself in the warmth of that compassionate presence. It's a way of saying yes to this moment. I'm here, I'm listening. I'm not going to turn away in shame or judgment or embarrassment or fear. Just for a moment, I'm going to hold myself and my experience and allow it to be illuminated with compassion, with loving awareness. It's not a saying yes in the sense that I like this, or I'm okay with this, or I condone this, or even that I can or want to accept it. But yes, this is the way that reality is appearing right now. And this experience is valid and deserving of my attention and my kindness. Knowing that arguing with reality and going to war with our inner experience is at the root of so much of our suffering and our struggle. What is it that wants to be known and felt? What message or guidance is wanting to be conveyed to me at this time in my life? What part of me and my experience is coming out of the darkness and into the light of conscious awareness? And for just a few moments, make contact with yourself in this situation, with any emotions, feelings, thoughts, images, or knowings that it evokes in you. And from this contact, open up your inquiry and allow the situation to unfold and begin to speak to you. Allow it to enlarge, to expand, to begin to move and to flow. You might ask, what is this? What is really going on here? What's happening in this situation? What is the deepest truth of this? What is it that's being asked of me? What is the message here? What is the self or the ally bringing to me? What am I being asked to see, to know, to feel? And how might I meet this situation with more consciousness, more kindness, more compassion, more space? What is most true about this situation or this time in my life? Ask these or any other questions that come to you, but don't look into your mind necessarily for an answer or a response. Open to something below the surface layer of thought and reflection, something beyond what you already know. Make some room for something you weren't quite expecting. Drop the questions into your body and allow a response to bubble up from the unconscious, from the depths of being, evoking something new, something fresh, something whole. Just remembering that the response may come in words or it may be nonverbal. A felt sense, an image, a symbol, an intuitive knowing. Now, what is it like for you to turn toward yourself and your experience? How does it feel to do this? Is it familiar, unfamiliar, natural, scary, liberating, sacred? What would it mean to become a true friend to yourself, to open to the guidance within you, to the possibility that even your most difficult or confusing experience is an expression of the depths of soul. Just spend a few more moments making contact with yourself and your experience, whatever it is that appears or presents itself. And letting go of the specific situation for now, see if you can find your way into the space that is inside and all around you. The space which is holding and containing all of the thoughts, the feelings, the images as they come and go. It's not so much that you're creating this space, but attuning to the space that's already here, uncreated as an aspect of your true nature. Open, warm, compassionate presence, benevolent, nurturing, safe. See if you can relax into this space and rest in the very center or core of it. It's like a resting from a lifetime of becoming, needing to become someone or something else, something different, someone different. Just a few moments of just being, a complete moment with nothing missing, and just what that's like. In this space, there's a natural sense of warmth and kindness towards yourself and your experience. A friendship that maybe you've lost touch with over the months and the years. A growing trust in yourself and in life. That you can truly be here as you are and be supported and accompanied in that. And that you can play and explore and fully express yourself within the vastness, the intelligence, and the mystery of true being. And the causeless joy and gratitude and awe that is the natural expression of this, which is your birthright. And already wired into you as part of your true nature. That part of you that was never touched by the wounds of the heart, that is still here, that has always been here and longs to be in relationship with you. We'll just rest in this space for a few moments together with no particular agenda or experience to be having. A few moments of just being held and contained within something vast, something merciful, and something whole.